Coffee were firstly brought into Vietnam by the missionary from France, Netherlands, Spain, and Portugal in the 17th and 18th century. However, the coffee were not grown popularly until the arrival of the French colonizer in Vietnam in the mid of the 19th century. In the beginning, the French grow the coffee in the northern mountains of the country because they thought the geography and the climate there were favorable to the coffee trees. However, they were wrong. The weather and then the soil there were not good for the coffees at all. So in the end, the French decided to move all those coffee plantations from the north of Vietnam into the central highland in the provinces of Gia Lai, Đắk Lắk, Đắk Nông, and Lâm Đồng province. And this time they are right because the coffee trees grow very well in those regions. Thanks to the French that nowadays Vietnam is the second largest producer and exporter of coffee worldwide. Until today, we have about 500,000 hectares of coffee plantation in the country. And last year, we produced 1.3 million tons of coffee, in which we exported 1.1 million tons. Most of the coffee that are grown in Vietnam are Robusta and Arabica. But the most popular type of coffee in our country that is the Weasel coffee. So, what is the Weasel coffee then? Firstly, about the weasels. Weasels are adaptable little mammals that live almost anywhere they can find cover and prey. They are small, active predators, long and slender with short legs. In Vietnam, there used to be a lot of weasels, and many of them they live among the coffee plantation. And those weasels they really love to eat the coffee beans when they are ripe. However, after the weasel they eat the coffee beans, the beans are not digested at all because they are too hard for the stomach of the weasel. So those beans got to come out from the gut of the weasel. So the farmers of Vietnam, they just collect all those bulls in order to make into the best type of coffee that we all know with the names Weasel coffee. But some people still prefer the name shit coffee. Nowadays, there are not so many weasel in the wild. So in order to make this special type of coffee, we have to farm them. To understand this process of making this special type of coffee, we decided to make a trip to Banana Village in Nam Bang District, Đà Lạt City, Lâm Đồng Province. The farm that we visited belonged to Miss Nương and her husband. They have altogether 21 weasels.
Trang trại của vợ chồng tôi nhà con có 4 năm.
4 năm rồi.
Vâng. Trước thì cũng đi là coi nuôi chồn ở bên Đắk Lắk. Nên là cũng học kinh nghiệm của người ta. Cộng mình đi học này, rồi học cái lớp là con nuôi chồn. Thì chồn nó ăn là coi vào tầm khoảng độ 6 giờ tối. 6 giờ là coi 17 giờ mình cho ăn, tầm 6-7 giờ. Nó kết thúc ăn trong vòng tầm khoảng độ là coi như 3-4 giờ sáng.
Nhưng mà cái thời gian để mà nó có được cái phân thì cỡ bao nhiêu lâu sau khi ăn ha?
Nó ăn thì tầm khoảng độ 4 tiếng sau. Ăn nhiều, còn thế thì như là trong vòng 4 tiếng. Còn nếu mà coi theo mà nó ăn ít thì trong thời gian thì tầm 8 tiếng.
The farm has been set up for about 4 years. The weasel that they have today come from Đắk Lắk province. At the time that they bought them, those weasels were not cheap at all. It costed about $800 for one of the weasel. There are 4 months of the year that they can feed the weasel with the coffee beans. And one day, one weasel can consume about 500 grams of coffee beans. After they eat them, they would shit out about 300 grams of the beans of the coffee. Normally during the day, the weasel they would go to sleep, and at about 6 p.m. they start to eat. After they eat, roughly between about 4 to 8 hours, the weasel will shit out. When the family collect all the bulls, they try not to wash the beans at all. because they don't want to wash away the substance that are absorbed into the coffee beans from the stomach of the weasel. Those substances are the chemical that make the weasel coffee different from another types of coffee that really make the weasel coffee very tasty and very beautiful.
Hey, Mr. John, how are you doing, mate?
Oh, what are you doing? How was the Central Highlands?
Very good,
Yeah.
very good. It's
Yeah.
been great.
Yeah?
Look what I brought to you, Mr. John. Weasel coffee or weasel shit coffee. Would you like to try some, Mr. John?
Oh, I'll try anything, Tommy. What is
Very
it?
good.
What is it? Make you strong?
Yeah, make you very strong, mate.
Oh. I'll try.
Yeah. Mr. John, would you like to try some weasel coffee?
Sure, I'll give it a go. Oh, wow, not bad.
Strong, eh? So how
Wow,
is
that's,
shit?
that's good shit.
Yeah,
That is
good
good
shit.
shit.
You're bloody right, Mr. John. That is the best shit ever. Hey guys, if you ever come to Vietnam, make sure that you look for the Weasel coffee.
This is good
This is
shit.
good shit.
Yeah.